So there's a little bit of backstory to start with. Over 6 months before the start of this game, uh, one of Eggman's bases was raided by a team of mercenaries.
How I hate him. And all of that loathing has been focused into this invincible instrument of destruction. Every defeat, every humiliation at the Hedgehog's hands will be returned 1,000-fold by my unstoppable creation. This is my dream come true. With this invention, I can expand the Eggman Empire across the globe and conquer the world!
The boss means business this time.
The sound balancing in this is not great, so hopefully it's at least audible.
Sonic, Eggman's forces are surging into the city. We need you here now.
Hold on, Tails. I'm on my way.
Plenty of in-stage banter.
We don't have time to lose. Better kick things up a notch.
Guess I have to decide when is appropriate to start talking.
Man, look at the size of that thing. I guess all kinds of things show up when your neighborhood turns into a desert. You know it's gonna be a chore.
It's the worms from Sand Ruins in Lost World. So yeah. Jackal Squad, a team of mercenaries consisting of 5 jackals, infiltrated Eggman's base, and with
Sand everywhere. Green Hill's looking a lot more like Sand Hill right now.
Eggman was impressed by this and hired them to guard his facilities. Now cue forward to actual 3 months ago. It's the events of episode Shadow. Shadow's infiltrating one of Eggman's bases, and he takes out all but the captain of Team Jackal. And when he gets to the facility, humiliates their captain. Shadow, after an operation
We are thanks to you. Cutting it kind of close though, pal.
Yeah.
where
that's pretty
Omega
much how I
gets
roll.
destroyed,
Okay, let's finish this,
encounters
Eggman.
Infinite and has not been seen since.
Behold the power of my ultimate masterpiece!
Huh? Shadow, it's you? Zavok! Metal! Chaos! Huh?
Whoa, this guy is faster than Sonic. No, wait, it's something else. Gotta scan him and figure this out.
What are you? How are you doing? Go!
Nice!
Tails? I need to know what's going on with this guy.
I'm trying, Sonic, but these readings are all messed up. They don't make any sense.
Running out of time here, Tails.
Sonic!
Sonic's defeat Eggman's army quickly took over. Within months, all but a few isolated areas in the world were under his control. Despite the overwhelming odds, a ragtime resistance formed, banding together to continue the fight. And now a new face prepares to join the struggle. So get ready to pick an animal.
Eggman's army is unstoppable! Without Sonic, the people are losing hope and giving into despair.
Despair is a luxury we don't have.
Silver's
I
here.
still dream that Sonic is with us. Do you think he might be...
I'm an optimist, but I'm also a realist. Sonic is gone, Amy, and Tails has just lost it. If we're going to win, we have to do it without them.
Silver's right. We've been hoping for a miracle these past 6 months, but I'm afraid we have to make our own miracle.
Eggman's army has everyone terrified. If we want the people to rally, we have to show them that strength doesn't just come from numbers.
Not everyone is terrified. Isn't a new recruit joining us today?
Yes, a survivor from the city, right?
I'm accessing the file now.
Here's the character creation. We have, first off, we need to pick if we're a boy or a girl, and we have choices of dog, wolf, bird, rabbit, hedgehog. I think that's all. I'm gonna just default to girl. Bear, cat. Yeah, okay. Dog, wolf, rabbit. Bear, cat, bird, hedgehog. Let me try and catch up on our... Because this game tries to establish a timeline, and it does a very bad job at it. The Jackal Squad infiltration was prior to 3 months ago. Shadow defeating them was at 3 months ago. 1 month before the beginning event of this was when Shadow and Omega encountered Infinite for the first time. So, SBO just said 6 months. It's not clear if that includes those prior 3 months or not. The overlay text just said a few months. I don't think it's been 6 months since Sonic has been captured. I wouldn't think it would take Eggman that long, with nobody else doing anything at least. That's the weird part. Okay, no opinions. I'm going rabbit. Doing whatever. They're also not clear of when Shadow shows back up. Because he's in talking with Rouge during, like, when that event happens that Sonic gets defeated. But what has he been doing the past 3 months then, if he is on par with Sonic? They don't really explain that. They just show this version of Shadow showing up, alongside other allies and adversaries for Sonic. I guess you did. You didn't get any say in it.
Knuckles, what's the sit rep, Commander?
Happy to see you're all still alive. Eggman's forces have chewed through our defenses at Green Hill, and the resistance in the city is reporting that whatever it is that finished Sonic... Sorry, I'm still not used to saying that. Whatever it is has got them running in fear. All except for this brave kid, who survived the battle and made it here in one piece. Meet our newest recruit.
Doesn't look like much.
Neither do you, Charmy, but I still managed to find a use for your pointy butt. Here, kid, take this. We're depending on you. Okay, let's get going, everybody. The world's not gonna save itself.
Right.
So, Silver has arrived because apparently this invention of what is clearly the Phantom Ruby, except we're not sure the specifics about that. It's never clear. Caused such a shift in Eggman's capabilities to take over the world.
I just received some incredible news. Sonic is alive.
No way. That's excellent.
That it changed the future.
What? Oh, thank goodness! I knew it! I knew it!
He's captured in the orbiting prison. My spy there says he's in a solitary confinement cell, and they've been torturing him for months.
That's horrible! We have to rescue him!
plan's already happening, Amy. I've got a squad on the way to the spaceport and the chemical plant to borrow a shuttle. Come on, guys. Who's up for an old-school style jailbreak?
So, there are 3 types of gameplay in this. You have modern Sonic, you have the Avatar.
SBO here.
The Avatar plays really weird.
Orbital tunnel. I think we can hold them off for now.
For one, you use a weapon.
Watch out. The masked one's here. The monster that took down Sonic.
Stay focused, rookie. We're out to find a shuttle.
A Wispin, powered by Wisps. It lets you use Wisp abilities. It doesn't have a homing attack, instead has a grappling hook. Which acts as a homing attack, technically. Depending what species you choose, you have slightly different abilities. Abilities that I'm pretty sure apply all to Sonic. The problem comes in... general, like, movement and motion, because, like, the acceleration for the Avatar character is very slow, but the max speed, it pretends you're Sonic. You don't do anything for this cutscene, it just sort of happens. Which is weird, there are later cutscenes where it sort of matters. And you get multiple types of Wispins.
Let's head in while SBO keeps them busy.
We need a shuttle to get to Sonic in time.
All quiet at the launch pad for now.
What
Grab
you
a
start
shuttle
with
before they
first.
sound the alert.
Nice. Hopefully we get, a lightning Wispin soon, because that is easily my favorite. The lightning whip, and
Get out of there as soon as everyone's aboard.
has a light speed dash and light speed attack style Wisp power. All in all, avatars play fine. It's just for most of the characters, the momentum's a little jarring. We do have Avatar outfits. They're sort of custom ones, but you get Sega ones from the start. Just dress up as Joker for a moment. Well, let me take your attention to this world map. Supposed world map. This has the curvature of a whole world, but this is... question mark, one continent? No. This is a single mountain over here. This is just an island. An island comparable to, like, one of Hawaii's islands. It also has a familiar shape. We don't see it yet, but it's segmented into different zones. We're about to go to the ghost town, which is in the city. That's like, the border's like here. Lost Valley was in Green Hill Zone. There's a jungle area here. There's another city area here called the Metropolis, and this is where Eggman's fortress is. That's basically the structure of Sonic 1. What's this over here to the west? Well, it looks like a smaller island, but if we look at this geography, like, literally, it just looks like a downscaled version. It is very clear to me that this is South Island, this big old thing, and this is a downsized version of West Side Island right here, where the chemical plant is. Anyway, let's go to the city in the background of Spring Yard Zone, and introduce to my least favorite part of this.
That should have done it. I couldn't figure it out for you, buddy. I'm sorry I wasn't smart enough. Huh? Whoa! Chaos! Sonic, help me! Sonic? You're alive! Wait, what? Oh, you're that Sonic from another dimension, aren't you? Right, that makes sense, I think. Do you know how you got here? Maybe the power that Eggman is using is somehow affecting other dimensions. Which might work to our advantage. I mean, everything happens for a reason, right? We need to save the world, and maybe that's why you're here, to help save the world. Either way, it's still good to see you, Sonic. Heck, it's good to see any Sonic.
So we're Classic Sonic. Classic Sonic is an excuse for us to not play as Tails, basically.
Radar shows Eggman up ahead. Enemies could be lying in wait, so watch your step. I get the feeling Eggman has some tricks up his sleeve.
The alternate dimension thing is something I've pretty much loosened up to at this point, and it is not my least favorite part of that at all. First off, yes, Tails is smart enough to fix Omega. Second off, Tails has beaten Chaos before. Why would he be so afraid like that? Second off, like, that's the last time we see Chaos until the very end. We don't get a boss against Chaos, so he's
They've made a total mess of this place.
grotesquely underutilized.
And end this war quick.
And that's not even a standard Ruby warp that this Classic Sonic came in through. It's kind of weird. And he did have Ruby artifacts on him. But we have to assume this is Sonic Mania's Sonic because of the music. Which is fine.
Be careful, Sonic. I'm detecting a ton of readings besides Eggman, too.
Unfortunately, this doesn't feel anything like Sonic Generations Sonic. And that's actually mostly with the aerial momentum. It's very wonky. I don't like the music to any of the classic Sonic stages, at least not in the context of the game. I just don't like playing as Classic Sonic. Especially when we could have just played as Tails.
There is no reason to resist.
I think I talked about that during Generations. Well, let's have this cutscene happen.
I can taste your terror, child.
This is the Avatar's backstory.
It's delicious. Give in to your fear. Flee screaming, and I'll let you live.
Yeah, like, they originally were gonna get, like, a classic voice actor, but they decided to go with that, like, oh, he didn't talk in classic games.
Knuckles, can you hear me?
Even though he did in CD.
Rouge! It's about time. How's Sonic doing?
So it's a reference that just falls flat.
He's been better. They're getting ready to banish him into space.
Eject him into the sun.
What? You can't be serious!
Eggman's been keeping Sonic alive all this time. He's been waiting to show him his completed empire before banishing him.
Torturing Sonic just to pass the time. Oh, that's low, even for Eggman.
Eggman got wind of our rescue plan and is moving forward with his plan ahead of schedule. The clock is ticking, boss.
But we don't even know where he's being held captive.
Yes, we do. Eggman rebuilt the Death Egg. That's where he's keeping Sonic.
Boy, did Eggman just launch a Death Egg without anyone noticing, or was there one ignored in the background of the previous game, chronologically?
The Death Egg? Oh man, that's not good.
None of this is good, Vector. That's why it's called war.
No such thing as a good war.
You all know what to do. Let's go get Sonic.
Howdy. I feel like I'm missing a thought. Oh, yeah, right. So, like, join me on this alternate possibility for Tails. First off, let's change the cutscene where Sonic got captured.
Listen up, rookie. Our other forces are busy dealing with enemies. It looks like you took the best route. It's up to you to save Sonic now. Find him.
Let's consider that Tails was not just cowering in fear in front of people. He was fighting very hard against a relentless amount of enemies to keep them safe. And Sonic comes right in the nick of time to help him with that. I'm imagining he has his blaster that we didn't really get to see in action in Lost World.
Prisoners are being held in a kind of internment facility. Sonic is probably there too. Security is tight, so stay on your toes.
Nothing in this room either.
Man, we're still trying to fight our way out. They've got us pinned down.
So when exhausted Tails loses Sonic right in front of his eyes, he actually does lose it. He's off trying to fix Omega, and he just coldly blasts the hell out of Chaos.
It appears that many of our brethren were held here.
One more thing Eggman will answer for.
And then after that, if he can't get Omega working, which is probably due to some actual, like, 2D interference from when Infinite destroyed him, or deactivated him, whatever, it sort of made him go insane.
We're on high alert now.
I sense Sonic's presence. He's close.
Tails decides he's going to take matters into his own hands again. And you get a classic style stage like that, except you can fly and you can shoot a Buster rifle. Or Mega Buster. That would be so much better. I have thoughts about the reality behind this classic Sonic 2 that I don't think I should really get into until the end of it. A good chunk of the length of this stream is going to be unlocking outfit stuff.
This is the end, Sonic.
Oh, hey, sounds like the party started. Want to let me go and join in? No? Of course not. You hate fun. Whoa. Oh, wow. The end, huh? Let's see you try something now that I'm free.
Foolish hedgehog. Getting out of your chains does not make you free. Now, come and face the inevitable.
Ha! The only thing inevitable here is my foot kicking your butt. Ha!
This is, of course, not the real Zavok. Zavok hates Eggman. From all we've seen by this point, we can clearly tell that
Wait to see how long you last against this.
Come out
Eggman
and fight me
is
yourself and I'll mop you up real quick.
making artificial versions of
I'm going to savor watching you suffer.
Sonic's, like, most powerful rivals. Or at least, most recently powerful. I believe I messed that up. Sonic's like a little stiffer than he used to be. Doesn't have... actually has kind of similar momentum problems as he does in Lost World, funny enough. Like the one thing they didn't carry over from Generations. But when you're running at high speed, Sonic feels fine. And level design kind of like almost good. Times the music is fantastic from Sonic stages. So there's that. This is just a remix of Zavok's battle theme.
You're not making this easy, are you? No matter. Crushing will be all the more satisfying.
Got that double jump. There's that. So I don't think I finished describing Infinite. Infinite was originally the captain of Jackal Squad. None of the Jackal Squad members have official names. I saw proposed names for them would be for...
How could I lose to the likes of you again?
That was a blast. Bring some chili dogs next time.
I just noticed all of the, like, animal people in jail, too. The captain did not have an original name, we just know him as Infinite, but his squad was named stuff like Uno, Due, Quatre, except there was a 3 in there, which is greatly thematic considering what Infinite as a name is. I don't think his name was originally Infinite. I'm gonna guess it was Zero. The inverse of Zero is Infinity. When he threw away his face and identity to claim a new power by accepting this offer from Eggman to be his experiment. Because he was so humiliated by Shadow, when Shadow said, "Don't ever show your face to me again," he took that personally.
Whoa, it's not time for thinking, it's time for running!
I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna have time to do episode Shadow, but like if I really bust through this, sure. Haven't died yet. I was expecting a good deal of the time wasted in this, other than unlocking stuff, to be that I'm gonna die a lot.
Yes, they found out I escaped. Oh well, have to kiss this yawn fest goodbye. Whoa, we're off planet. I guess anyone who crosses Eggman gets a one-way trip to space. No way I'm sticking around here. There's nothing to run on.
It's a pretty cool stage overall, but like, okay, I can't like control Sonic at all.
I don't do
here.
well in tight spaces. I'll pay back Eggman for putting me in this jam later.
Oh, like simultaneous. I think actually Sonic has a slightly different issue than
Had me locked up on the death
modern classic Sonic.
ball of scrap just won't stay destroyed. I'll be out of here in no time, though. Just wait and see, Eggman.
Is that it's actually more difficult to move left and right. Like there's more momentum keeping you going one direction, but it's still like loose in a way that like if you move there, you'll definitely start gaining momentum in that direction, just not in the way you expect.
It's not like I can swim out into space. I know. I'll just grab a shuttle. The one I came in on must be around here somewhere. I could do with a little space cruise on my way home.
Time for a good old Star Wars Death Star reference.
Man, they're packing a lot of firepower. Still, it doesn't matter if they can't land their shots. Here goes nothing.
I don't have the patience to wait for the perfect. Like, you have to wait that long and I still miss it. It's kind of funny how much, like, firepower this Death Egg has, though. Like, small firepower. Who could say if the other one did, because they got on board both times? Well, there was a lot of external firepower in the Mark II, but they were still in atmosphere when they got on both the Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 versions of the original Death Egg. If you guys see any, like, outfit that's like, yes, let's put that on, let me know.
Easy there. Everything's cool. Are you here to rescue me?
Mm-hmm.
Can't tell you how much I appreciate it. It's been a while since I've seen a friendly face.
Hey, Rookie, you still in one piece?
Oh, sure. Don't even bother to ask how I am.
Sonic!
Amy?
I'm so glad!
Hold up, Amy.
Is there an exit around here? Your concern is touching, Knuckles.
This is probably the longest lasting Death Egg, though.
Sonic, finding you alive is the best news we've had in months. And here's the bad news. Our intel indicates Eggman's got a weapons factory in Green Hill, pumping out munitions for his war effort.
A factory? We can't take out Eggman's home base in Metropolis if he's got a factory supplying him.
No kidding. Look, Sonic, I know you just got back. We're spread thin. Can you take care of this? We need that factory in Green Hill destroyed. Take the Rookie with you.
You sure about this? The kid was shaking like a leaf the whole time we were at the Death Egg.
That's because it's cold in space. The factory is nice and warm.
It will be
Thanks,
when it's
Charm.
burnt to the ground. Sonic, you take the lead. Rookie, just make sure you take good notes.
I got 6 months of payback I'm just dying to spend. This sounds like a good
Okay.
start.
I guess it was 6 months, like, deliberately. So, that means at least...
factory is inside the pyramid. I can send reinforcements if you don't think you can handle it.
No need. The two of us are more than enough. We'll blitz the place and open up a path for the resistance. Right, partner? Time for the two of us to team up. It doesn't matter what obstacles they put in our way. We'll blow past everything they throw at us. Double.
So, if it's to be believed that, like, the real Shadow was...
Yeah, that's how it's done. We've got unstoppable speed and timing. We just have to keep this up.
was released from his
Bingo, found a way in.
illusion
Able
prison
to get into the factory through there. Stay alert.
This should be fun.
that, Infinite put him in the month prior to the takeover. I don't have the right whispering.
So they're building weapons here, huh? Making everyone work like robots. It'll be Eggman's turn to get pushed around when I get a hold of him.
I have a double jump. Oh, that's just because I'm a Sonic. This area is really easy to fall off of. There's actually a lot of... I can't even tell you what happened there. There's actually a lot of, like,
So they're building weapons here, huh? Making everyone work like robots. It'll be
areas
Eggman's turn to
in
get
this
pushed around when I get a hold of him.
game that are... like... Sure, I'm glad I was saved. Areas that are like, this level design has some really good flow to it, and then you have like an area where you can just blast off into space as if you're supposed to be able to. And you're not. You die if you do. think I was saying something. Before that.
That was a cakewalk.
I don't know why I was even worried.
Interesting. Did I finish talking about Infinite? I did.
Something is attacking inside the Mystic Jungle. Silver is fighting him, or it, or whatever. Just hurry!
Guys, it's him!
I'm looking forward to a second round with this guy.
Get a load of that guy. I keep forgetting stuff. Perfect. Paint splattered tape magic.
Eggman's forces are scattering bombs like confetti!
We can't go on like this!
The whole place is going up in flames. Not the kind of fireworks I like.
Wild thing is, like, I didn't remember any of this music until I played Sonic Forces speed battles. Like, none of it, like, registered in my mind. And then I was hearing the music and that, I'm like, this is good. Because they use specifically the modern Sonic music in it. Opposed to, like, the vocal tracks and such. That's almost like... That might be like the most fun level. Giant snake.
I guess all the explosions riled it up. Doesn't look like we'll get past without a fight. You're so gonna regret that. Hedgehogs don't make good snacks.
Man, what kind of world is this? We got giant snakes, we got giant worms, we got giant alligators. They just kind of coexist. Gamer hat, classic. Chow backpack, I need to equip that real quick. Of course, I think we go right into a battle first. No, I have to select the battle. Yeah, definitely. Best item. There's the victory pose. This one. I realized that Sonic's changes when you do Avatar plus Sonic.
This wasn't part of my agenda, but I'm always happy to crush a hero. It keeps the rabble in line, shows them that there is no hope.
Does anyone but you believe your lies? Huh.
See,
Time to tag out, Silver. I got it from here.
well, look who's back from the dead. The little blue savior. But what's that I smell? You reek of fear. Glad to see I left an impression.
That's not fear. I ran all the way over here. And you haven't left an impression. I don't know anything about you, not even your name.
You may call me Infinite. In the brief moments that remain to you.
Oh, great. See, Infinite? Now we're getting to know each other. So, what's your favorite color? Do you like long, romantic walks on the beach? What's the source of your power? You can skip the first two questions if you like.
The source of my power is none of your concern.
Sorry, but you've just got to share the secret of your power with me. I insist.
You're insisting.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Sonic, you okay?
Oh!
The way this stage is structured for this battle is a lot like those little high-speed cubes that were in Lost World.
Still thrashing around, I see. Filthy little sewer rat.
Haven't you seen a hedgehog before? Come on, I'll show you my spines.
So I'm not sure what just happened there. I was ready to explain what happens when you do hit one of the little ruby lines.
Still thrashing around, I see.
I guess I maybe didn't have
Sewer rat.
any
Haven't you seen a
rings.
hedgehog
So
before?
you do lose
Come on, I'll
rings.
show you my spines.
Yeah, I mean I didn't collect rings now. It is actually very hard to maneuver to collect them. I think we're on a snake. Even got these little spoindies. These literally just straight from the Lost World parts. But you hit those things, and you're set into a little area, a little alternated version of reality, where you there's additional stuff trying to kill you. I think this is
Have
the
more fighting than the other rabble. Let's see how many seconds you last.
Payback time at last.
pick up this. Forgetting what I was even saying at this point.
Impossible. Your abilities exceed your previous data.
Unlike mechs, I can grow. I get more powerful every second.
I will teach you to hold that tongue next time we meet. You can count on it.
And it kind of has like bad ears on its helmet. It's an interesting choice. I think that's the original Infinite battle, and because there are multiple, the next one Sonic does is a rehash of another battle that comes up. There's only like a handful of battles in this, but they redo some of them.
Well, you've improved since the last time, but you will still lose.
Oh,
to finish off.
Bad move.
I gotta figure out the secret of his power.
It is a little bit believable to assume that perhaps Sonic and Tails and Knuckles, they had no idea what was going on in Mania. That could be the same thing happening here. We established in that the Phantom Ruby's primary power is to create illusions so real that it affects your reality.
I failed Sonic. Well, I mean this world, Sonic. And Eggman's monster got him. But you're here now. It's like the world needs a Sonic. Any Sonic to keep things in balance.
Eggman's monster. You're thinking of Dr. Frankenstein. Dr. Eggman. This is Eggman's monster.
If we defeat Eggman, this war will be over. And if we can figure out the secret to his power, maybe we can get you home. Hey, the sensor is picking up Eggman.
I don't know, I think the most annoying translation in this game is coming up after this.
We've got to find Eggman quick. Let's see. The reading I picked up was through this way. This area is still relatively undamaged. The enemy is here somewhere. You better be on your guard, Sonic.
One of the clear things about the badniks in this game are that they are familiar badniks, but they're all streamlined and soulless. But the piranhas don't have true faces, they just have light up eyes. The egg pawns are not colored, they don't have an actual face, just goggles. These are technically egg pawns. The thing is that they are fabricated Phantom Ruby egg pawns. That's how they're constructed. And that's how he started to be able to amass the amount to, like, really pose a threat.
Strange. I see desert over there. This is Green Hill, right? Something is wrong.
Tails, where have you been the last 6 months? Where am I? Sure. Great level design, love it. Okay, I can't go that way now. Is there really just no way I can go up here? There is. It's right here. How did I not see that? Oh, good. Sure. Music is referencing Splash Hill for some reason. This is the least wet version of Green Hill. One benefit. There are no lives in this. So you can just keep trying again.
Eggman's signal is close. Be careful, Sonic.
Oh, what? 10 stages in? Yeah, this game's gonna be one screen for sure. Okay. Next week we get to have a double feature then. Of games that I mostly enjoy playing. Really put that classic Sonic to the test. So that's a thing that will happen periodically. SOSs, they're like little bonus missions, except they like they're not really clear what you even do for the mission.
And with that, disposal of the Phantom Ruby prototypes is complete.
It was a defective model. It could only record the DNA of the one that triggered it.
Only a being with my strength of will could ever activate it.
It doesn't matter now with the lab locked down in Mystic Jungle. Which reminds me, didn't you run into Sonic there after he escaped?
Yes, but he was powerless against me. There is no need for concern.
You let the hedgehog live? That is a great source of concern!
For you, perhaps. He has beaten you for decades, yet I defeated him in our first encounter.
Phantom Ruby.
Hey, translators? Sidebar? Decades? Are you stupid? Do you know how much Sonic fans are gonna take that literally? Decades? No. Sonic's not fucking 40 years old. It's a cheeky reference to that this is the 25th year anniversary that this came out. In the Japanese version, he says, Sonic has beaten you time after time, but I have only beaten him. And they decide to say that in this? Like, you can't just say something like that. Like, this is a personal irk, sure.
Prototypes, and Sonic is alive?
What is it?
Nothing. We move forward with the plan.
Of course! When it's complete, the resistance will be erased. The world will be nothing but ashes, from which a glorious Eggman empire will rise.
And the resistance will yield to the Phantom Ruby's power. All will submit.
What? You? Wow. I don't have time for this.
The original writer of this game, and the producer onward, is Shun Nakamura, otherwise known as the director of Sonic 06.
Even my expectations. My own genius scares me sometimes.
And I'm a little glad that he's not the one I have to blame for that stupid little line.
My own genius scares me sometimes.
That means you miscalculated. That's a failure in my book.
To surpass expectations is the ultimate of genius. I wouldn't expect you to understand.
So we go from a buzzsaw version of the first boss in Sonic 1 to the reconstructed Egg Dragoon Mark II from Generations. Which we beat by throwing rocks at it.
You've got a lot of nerve for a pint-sized Sonic from another dimension. Still, this Egg Dragoon has only lost 10% of its combat strength.
You're lying!
You won't have to wait long to find out.
Interesting, because, like, I guess, like, you could argue that technically this Egg Dragoon did not exist before now because it was a temporal altered version of the original Egg Dragoon. It's an extremely underwhelming boss to bring it into. Could just be spin dashing back and forth, but I'm putting a little bit of flavor into it.
It wouldn't be a challenge to crush you here, and I'll round up the entire resistance sooner or later. Just you wait.
What other games Shun Nakamura is known for are Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. I've mentioned this before. I don't know. I haven't played enough of it to really say anything. And Rhythm Thief. And the Emperor's Treasure for the 3DS rhythm game. Fantastic, I love it. So like, I guess we can't all have winners, but it's got one original.
We did it!
Look at you, fighting like you've got a chance to win. It's adorable. Almost makes me feel bad that we're never going to do this little dance again. In just 3 short days, my plan will eliminate the bothersome lot of you.
Wait, 3 days? And what plan?
If I told you, it wouldn't be a surprise. You know what they say, the anticipation of the end is worse than the end itself. Maybe not in this case, though.
Eggman's army has broken through! They're in the city! We need to get these people out of here!
Who can we send? Sonic and Silver need time to heal.
We've engaged enemy forces at Seaside Hill. We can't spare anyone.
This is the 8th unit. We're pinned down under heavy enemy fire.
Man, looks like I've got no choice. Okay, Rookie, I've got a tough one for you. I need you to head back to the city and save those civilians.
That little mention to Seaside Hill is part of the reason why I could guess that Sonic Heroes Seaside Hill is on South Island. There's a little additional.
Update on the people who couldn't evacuate in time.
Espio here. We're engaging enemy forces and can't search for civilians right now.
The fighting's too fierce for us to help out as well.
Sounds like you're our only hope, Rookie. The rescue is in your hands.
That's why I like lightning to whip. But I gotta tell you, the momentum is so weird. The way you start slowly, you start going.
You got this, right, Rookie?
Lightning!
Nice work. A fine display of skill.
Wow! You really showed him who's boss!
Come on! How am I gonna top that?
Can't spin dash. I don't think you can double jump with this one. I don't remember. I think the rabbit's power is to... That was helpful. Is to land on your feet after you get hit. The bird has double jump.
We've broken through enemy lines. The rescue is underway.
We secured an escape route, so there's a safe way out.
Thanks to the Rookie, things are turning around. Let's keep this momentum going.
That worked. Oh jeez. I think those are automatic. Always miss that jump.
Update from HQ. The enemy's on the run.
Mission complete. Well done, everyone.
Those unlocks. Persona! I actually had Joker from Persona 5's outfit on earlier.
That was impressive. but we still have a lot to do.
Great job! I knew you could do it if you believed in yourself.
I just made a random rabbit. That's all for this one.
Nice moves. But if you hog all the glory, how am I gonna look good?
Vector, you haven't done anything in so many games.
I can't believe it! Sonic's alive! I think I used up all my wishes for the rest of my life, but it's worth it. Come on, we have to go find him and tell him about Eggman's plan. Whatever his plan is.
It also would have been really
Eggman
cool
said something about Sonic being in Mystic Jungle.
if Tails was the one getting that information from Eggman himself. Also, this level, I remember
According to what I overheard, Sonic should be here.
being
It feels
awful.
weird asking you to look for Sonic, but we're counting on you.
It is very much seems to be Casino Night Zone, but like, good lord, do the physics not work?
Whoa, that looks like fun! But this is no time for games. We have to hurry.
This isn't even where I'm supposed to go. Maybe I should go through here. Nope, that's not it. Hey, I'm free. Like the wild appeal for classic Sonic in this is clearly to like make it so that it's got the drop dash, just like in Mania. Oh boy. As much as I love the drop dash. The original script for this, I think, was written without the consideration for Mania, but they still planned on bringing classic Sonic into it.
No sign of him around here. He might be closer to the center.
It might. They actually had a different name for the Phantom Ruby. I don't remember when it was then. I'm glad you can see what I'm struggling with. That means it's obvious and I'm not making things up. But also, I was literally just playing Sonic 1 earlier today, and I would rather be playing that than this. And I'm notoriously not the biggest fan of Sonic 1's physics, but at least it's like a solid base that they could have gone back to for this, and it would have been better. And they could have just like copy and pasted Generations physics, and it would have been fine. As much as I had to say about that. Alright.
I think he is somewhere near here. I doubt Sonic would sit still for long.
Also, this jungle's a little weird. I made a huge claim that this is South Island we're on, just like exclusively. There wasn't like a very distinct jungle in the Genesis version of the original. There was Jungle Zone in the 8-bit version. But this kind of calls back to like any place that's not specific. We have Green Hill, we have the city that was in the background of Spring Yard. We have we got some dresses. We have another city that is very much the one in Starlight. And we have Eggman's Fortress, which is clearly the area where Scrap Brain was. We have a handful of things to fill in there. We have the casino-ish area that was actual Spring Yard. We have Labyrinth. But where is not body? Where? You're now wearing a dress. And boots. Markings. I don't want to cover up the ears is the problem. I want it to be clear that this is a rabbit. Mask. Stay healthy. Feels a little punk. I think we're gonna need this soon.
The system is picking
Oh,
up
yeah.
a couple of strange readings. They're coming from the laboratory. The one where Sonic fought Infinite.
It's probably another of Eggman's robots.
Life readings. 2 of them. Definitely not robots.
Hey, Rookie! Go to the lab and check it out!
So here's the aqua part. So the way I always interpreted
We
Labyrinth.
picked up the 2 life readings near the lab up ahead.
They aren't robots. What are they?
If they're enemies, taking them both on might be a big ask for the Rookie.
Labyrinth was like underground ruins that you passed through to get from Springyard area to
Watch out! The current is pretty strong. This place is enough to make anyone dizzy. It might be better just to go with the flow.
from Springyard to Starlight. And there's actually like sort of like sewers in the city that it feels like you could access that way. But we've got plenty of water right here to represent Labyrinth. And also a lot of ruins, like seen in Marble's Gem
Went to a lot
and
of trouble
Labyrinth.
to make this lab hard to find.
They must be doing experiments they don't want people to know about.
Asteroid's ability is to just become impervious, first of all.
Well, look at you, Rookie! Having fun in the water?
What? Jealous you can't play on the slide, Knuckles?
Well, this is no time to lose focus, that's all. Be sure to...
Yep.
Well, look at you, Rookie! Having fun in the water?
What? Jealous you can't play on the slide, Knuckles?
Well, this is no time to lose focus, that's all. Be sure to give it all you got, Rookie!
My general opinion of the music for the Avatar stages is that in context, they definitely sound great,
The readings are really
or just
close.
fine. That was fantastic right there. On the listen back, sometimes they don't really hit, though.
Well, look at you, Rookie! Having fun in the water?
What? Jealous you can't play on the slide, Knuckles?
Classic Sonic,
Lose focus, that's all.
I just think they sound awful in context of the game, and they're hit or miss on the listen back. Again. Okay,
Readings are...
that was some weird momentum. Okay. We'll get through this eventually.
Well, look at you, Rookie! Having
And then modern Sonic stuff is just good.
Jealous you can't play on the slide, Knuckles?
Well, this is no time to lose focus, that's all. Be sure to give it all you got, Rookie!
Up. Okay. I'd like to...
The readings are really close
done.
now. Reinforcements will arrive soon, so meet up with them.
I feel like I didn't complete a few thoughts. Finished talking about differences in the original writing for this. Talked about the music. Talked about the Tails headcanon that would have been way more fun. And an improved dress to switch into. So many things to unlock. Now this Phantom Ruby, all of them that aren't strapped into Infinite look the same as the one in Mania.
Have we met before? Sonic!
Tails!
I was so worried. I thought you were...
You worry too much. Look, I'm perfectly fine. It's been generations since I seen you. You okay?
Another cheeky reference.
Good news is you're safe.
That's not
Bad
Generations
news
Sonic.
is Eggman said he had some plan that will destroy us all in
Except
3
it should be?
days.
3 days, huh? Well, a lot can happen in that time.
It should be, but they decided to make that an alternate dimension. Now we've started reclaiming territory back, so we have a little bit of the zone separation that I established. There's a border here. Real quick. Just do this every time, I guess. This bump is pretty high. Change gloves. This bump is like that thematic
Eggman
music.
said when the plan is completed, we'll all be wiped out.
Well, I don't like the sound of that. Normally, I just laugh at an Eggman plan, but he's already conquered most of the world, so... What's this plan of his?
Hey, I hate to butt in on your important meeting, but we're under attack! Shadow is tearing through our troops. We need reinforcements.
Shadow. The last time I saw him, he was fighting for Eggman.
It doesn't make sense. Why would Shadow help the enemy?
Perhaps he's being controlled by that strange power.
Whatever it is, I'll figure it out.
What was I just saying?
What the heck? A whole army of dead robots?
Hurry, Sonic! We can keep them in check, but not for long.
That'll work. I'll find Shadow and be back in no time.
This many
Alright,
dead
fist
egg
bump.
robots?
Come on, seriously? I'm not one to complain, but that's a lot, right? Way more than we can reasonably take on.
Listen up! Shadow has been sighted. Apparently, he's traveling above the city at high speed.
Like, fist bump is used as, like, the cut-in music all the time. And then you have vocal themes for, like, all of the Avatar stages. Except, like, the Ghost Town one wasn't that vocal. There were some. But it wasn't, like, vocal.
The last sighting was just up ahead. Be careful, Sonic.
And being the third time we've played through the city area, we can truly see that it's just the same stage. They restructure slightly between each character.
All right, Shadow, what's the deal?
Chaos control!
Another Shadow? He just disappeared.
That was a fake.
A fake? How?
So, this is why the timeline they try to establish is so weird to me.
Infinite can create virtual reality projections. They have mass and form, but no heart and soul.
Virtual reality? So all those familiar faces that were part of Eggman's army...
Replicas. The problem is, they may not be real, but their powers are as formidable as the originals. According to Rouge, Infinite can create unlimited numbers of them.
You could say he can create infinite numbers.
So fight after fight, he can just keep cranking out counterfeits?
Exactly. As it stands, there's no way we can win this.
Of course we can win this. We always do. We just haven't figured that part out yet.
Howdy. So yeah, like the timeline they try to establish here.
Listen up! We just got word that Eggman's forces are undermanned at his headquarters in Metropolis.
They're probably staging somewhere else as part of Eggman's plan. This could be our only chance to take the city.
Keep cutting myself off.
Exactly. That's why we're focusing on a full frontal assault on Metropolis. I'm calling it Operation Big Wave.
Who cares what it's called? What's important is to have a well-thought-out strategy.
Let Knuckles have this, Silver.
I thought up this strategy in about a minute and a half. We're going in hard and fast. We're not gonna stop till Eggman's army is destroyed. Sonic is busy fighting Shadow, but the rest of us can do this. We've got the strength and the spirit to win. There's no finer group that I'd want to fight with.
Ha! Great speech! Let's give Eggman an old-fashioned beatdown.
They have more in sheer numbers, so the idea of a quick, focused attack isn't bad. We also have Sonic. I mean the other Sonic. So I have no doubt we can do this. Also, if we can destroy the Phantom Ruby, we should be able to send the other Sonic home. At least I hope so. This is all new territory for me.
Okay, let's head straight for Eggman's HQ. Time to save the world, people!
First off, so Metropolis, this is clearly not Metropolis Zone from Sonic 2. What I think it's referencing to is Grand Metropolis from Sonic Heroes, which I said could be also on South Island.
Alright, time for Operation Big Wave. We'll surge forward and sweep the enemy away.
Oh, absurd! What can that rabble do with an all-out attack? I'll smash them to smithereens!
The city has definitely advanced more since then, if so, but it also advanced more since Starlight Zone. So, hey, why not? This is probably Eggmanified.
Infinite, activate the Phantom Ruby! Make them wish they'd never been born!
Stay calm. What you're seeing isn't real.
It's no use. Our troops are scattering in the confusion. Ah! This is bad. Our forces were all gathered together, and now they're plunged into chaos.
So, the 3 months that... No, that's not the important part. The important part is the 1 month beforehand that Shadow encounters... what's his name? Infinite. There's some conflicting parts of that.
This is Eagle Squad. We're caught in enemy crossfire. Snake Squad.
Oh god. See, the jumps have so much momentum for some reason compared to your actual movement.
Our forces have been wiped out, and we've lost contact with the rest.
One flip of the Phantom Ruby switch and everything falls apart on us.
The rookie is our only hope now.
So, like,
We can't go on like this.
As much as it pains me to say this, the best we can do now is to live to fight another day.
Shadow gets trapped in a virtual reality version, and he can't find his way out. He thinks he's going to where Omega was destroyed to collect him. He has conversation with Rouge that you can't really tell, like, if it's real or not. Talking about how that happened 3 months ago while he's in there. But supposedly, he makes real contact with Rouge when the event is happening that Sonic gets defeated. Because she tells him, we probably won't need to send you out. Sonic will have this, and then immediately things turn bad.
Our big wave has washed out.
That might not have even been real, though. And I have to say that because, like, if it is real, what has Shadow been doing for 6 literal months? If those 6 months are not incorporating those prior 3 months, right? Was he still trapped and he just sort of got contact? No, he seemed to get out of the virtual reality and was in Eggman's base. I guess they just didn't think it through. I don't know. Shadow should at any given moment be able to replace Sonic as just as competent. Come to think of it, I don't think we can play as Shadow. We can play as Shadow. Any stage you've already beaten, you can play as Shadow. Now that he's shown back up. And now that I have finished data for episode Shadow. Shadow actually plays a little better than Sonic. And he has somewhat different abilities, but they don't really matter in Sonic stages.
More ants to crush. I wonder if this world can offer me a real challenge.
Huh?
And as if to answer, the world sends me a trembling child. I'm going to fight and die here, or run away in fear again.
Hey, don't be scared. This is your moment to shine. Keep going. Don't let your fear own you.
Fine. I will teach you fear, then pain, and then, well, at least the fear and pain will end.
Man, people used to call Shadow edgy.
You must be a straggler who got left behind. The strong will always vanquish the weak. You have only your own frailty to blame.
So if you get touched by these hard-to-dodge wiggly worms that are coming after you, you get sent into a little mental space where cannons are being shot at you. This also happens if Infinite actually hits you. Luckily, I'm using the best weapon for this, because it does a lot of damage real quick.
It seems behind that fear is a spark of defiance. And those eyes, I feel like we met before.
It's annoying because, like, all these illusion parts really do is extend the battle.
I underestimated just how desperately the feeble cling to life.
Yeah, man, if we're not even an hour and a half in and we just defeated Infinite for the second time, this is not only not going to take the entire length of time I thought it would, it's gonna go quicker. I'll probably do episode Shadow just to kind of give that a go. Those stages are specifically harder. In fact, I might stop here.
You ran from me before. You survived then, but you throw it all away now. Killed. This will be goodbye.
So we can catch up with Shadow that way.
What? How is this possible? It can't be. How did you? No matter. They have only 2 days left. Let them contemplate the inevitable till I end this once and for all.
Just so we can at least, like, clarify what I've been saying. Oh boy, classic Sonic. Chemical Plant, everybody's favorite. This is the reason I'm really tired of Chemical Plant. Like, sure, Mania, neat. Generations, neat. It was 1 month before the Doctor took over the world, the first time I encountered him. That's Shadow speaking.
Shadow, we've got a report from the Intelligence Division. They've located an unknown base of operations that seems to be totally outside the chain of command for Eggman's army. There's a large-scale troop presence, suspiciously large for a place with no strategic value.
I can't imagine the Doctor would do something like that without reason.
No kidding. And there's a rumor going around that old rotten Eggman has been developing some kind of new weapon.
Yeah. Looks like this won't be your garden variety recon mission.
Do it to it, Shadow. Omega went on ahead of you, so you can link up with him on site.
I'm more than enough on my own. I'll handle things my way.
Omega said the same thing. You two go together like chili and hot dogs.
Cut the chatter. I'm on my way.
The stage choices don't entirely make sense for this, since this is like post Devastation City. But like, what are they gonna do? They're not gonna make entirely original stages.
That area is enemy territory. Keep going, Shadow.
Got it. E123 Omega here. Extermination proceeding without incident. No problems to report.
Extermination? This is supposed to be a recon mission. You can't go making a big scene.
You should have known better than to send Omega on off like this.
Shadow's boost has him pretty much flying. He's got double jump as well.
Unknown hostile encounter. Route, come in. Position coordinates lost. Current location unknown.
Omega, what's going on? Respond!
And all of his music is remixes based off of iconic Shadow areas. Like, this is a Westopolis remix of something from this game.
This is E123 Omega. All sensors offline. The damage to parietal lobe region. Casualty report. Rouge fallen. Shadow to be eliminated.
Omega, what happened? What's going on over there?
Unidentified system intrusion. Emergency withdrawal. I am E123 Omega. The most powerful.
A little bit of Radical Highway in there. Eggman's been taken over. Or Omega's been taken over.
The world's most powerful robot is no more a challenge than crab meat. As I suspected, this power is without peer. It is the ultimate strength. Ah, and still more wonderful. A not-so-tall, dark, and brooding guest has arrived. I've been waiting for you, Shadow. Tell me what you did to Omega. Weaklings like him are of no consequence. Come now, Shadow. A long-awaited reunion, and still you spout such nonsense. I don't know you. And the only thing of no consequence around here is that big mouth of yours.
When my controller disconnects, because I kinda slightly put it down.
Oh, I suppose you would think so. Yes.
Exactly like in Final Fantasy VII.
I am infinite. You say you do not know me, and yet I remember you so very well. To you, it was simply another in a long list of Eggman bases you tore down without a second thought.
It kind of calls back a couple months ago. A couple means two. So 3 months prior to the World Takeover event. Um, kind of calls back to what I was saying in the Sonic's birthday event in Sonic Runners, where Shadow, like, randomly came and destroyed a remote-controlled Death Egg.
We've got an intruder. Shadow has entered the facility. Defense Squad Jackal has already been completely annihilated. All available troops, intercept that blasted hedgehog by any means necessary.
We're like, Shadow, like, I have my own reason to fight
I
Eggman.
went to great pains to get the best mercenaries around, and he still totally wrecked the defense squad. Shadow.
Hold on a sec. Okay. I had to let Murphy out. Yeah, Shadow was
We've got an intruder. Shadow
destroying
has entered the facility.
Eggman
Defense
bases
Squad
and
Jackal
such.
has already been completely annihilated. All available troops, intercept that blasted hedgehog by any means necessary.
And this level starts up after Shadow has already defeated all four of Infinite squad mates.
Should have hired some defense squads for the defense squad. Hey, Doctor.
Remember, the Jackal squad infiltrated Eggman, and he was impressed by it, so he hired them.
Getting deeper and deeper into the facility. That computer running analyses in the core is invaluable. One of you idiots, stop that hedgehog now!
This is a rhythm and balance remix of
At
something.
least the analysis of the stone was completed yesterday. But no, I still can't let this facility be destroyed. Is there anyone left out there?
That's an interesting line that raises a little bit of a question. The analysis of the stone was completed.
Seems like this place is important. No wonder the cannon fodder has been putting up a fight.
Which makes it sound like there is an original Phantom Ruby aside from the ones that Eggman has manufactured. That's true. I mean, they don't get any more explicit than that, so... I have questions about the
Hey,
Phantom
you!
Ruby.
You know you can hear me. You're captain of Squad Jackal, aren't you? Your squad was useless. Go clean up their mess already!
Yeah, I got it. You destroyed my squad. I'll show you why they call me the ultimate mercenary. Take this! What? Worthless. Don't show your pathetic face around me ever again. I'm shaking. Me. Afraid. Pathetic. Me. He's calling me weak. No, I am not weak. I'm not. I'm not weak. I am not weak.
I refuse to focus on his face. Before he gets put in a tube.
That day, I gave up my own unsightly face. I let go of the old me, the one that was so weak, so that I could become stronger. And then, at last, I obtained the power. Power to make all yield to my will. I was reborn!
Like I said, like, they called Shadow edgy. This man doesn't take anything lightly.
I've only become what I am because of you. Yet you don't remember. But I suppose that's the way it goes. It simply means that the old me was too weak, too pathetic to remember. And now you've become nothing more than an insect, waiting to be crushed underfoot. Thanks to this limitless power I have obtained, I have become unstoppable. Take this!
I am become unstoppable, destroyer of world. Yeah, I mean, like,
Shadow?
Jackal Man,
Shadow!
Infinite.
Shadow, do you read me?
That guy. What happened to Infinite?
Huh? What are you mumbling about, Shadow? You okay? Anybody home? We're going to pick up Omega. He was destroyed 3 months ago, remember? Get it together.
That's such a weird line to me because when supposedly Shadow does awake from this, it's only been 1 month. So I don't know what to think about. But yeah, no, Infinite's not the part of this narrative that annoys me at all. I've already said most of the things that annoy me. And it just sort of like, with everything I've said considered, it all kind of falls flat for me when you pair it up with mostly mediocre gameplay.
This is where Omega was destroyed.
Some of it's bad, some of it's solid.
Sure seems that way. Probably because it never really happened.
What?
Affirmative. I have never known to defeat defeat.
Omega?
I am not defeated. I am not weak. I am not weak. I am not weak. I am not weak. I am not weak.
What is this? My head.
This is like the least fun part of the stage. Just have to wait for these tubes to happen. Before that. It's so close to being like a super good stage, actually. There's some good flow in that one compared to the other versions of Green Hill. And then there's like those parts that just block you.
What? Where? I'm back here.
I mean, that's a line that Sonic Adventure 2 walked pretty greatly. And that's what we were expecting from this game, honestly.
Your reality. I didn't expect to see you come back alive, but you must admit, it was a truly wonderful show, wasn't it? This power, before we've even tuned it, just as I thought, it is unrivaled. Not even Sonic will be able to stand against me now.
Sonic? What are you plotting? What? Stop! Where do you think you're going, Infinite?
Shadow? Shadow! Finally, the connection's back. What are you doing?
Rouge?
Forget it. Get away from there as soon as you can. There are explosions going off all over. The facility's about to collapse.
Withdrawing now. What's the meaning of all this?
I feel like I should know who Cold Steel the Hedgehog is. So this also, like, makes it out to be like he wasn't trapped in virtual space for that long. He got out immediately,
Are you
and a
telling me the
month
truth?
later...
What's the point of lying about it? Eggman got a beat on Sonic and mounted a massive assault.
I mean, this is, like, straight from Shadow the Hedgehog music. It's a little bit electronic remixed.
I mean, sure, A for effort, but it's nothing to worry about. We've got the advantage now. Sonic is there too, so I don't think it's a big enough deal for you to head out.
Not even Sonic will be able to stand against me now.
I can't imagine the Doctor would do something like that without...
Shadow! This is not good. Hurry! Get over there!
What is it, Rouge? What happened?
And then it just shows this cutscene again. We don't... It just ends after that. So, what am I supposed to actually believe here? Like, did Shadow just do nothing for 7 months? Or was he fended off by Infinite? I guess it's left up to interpretation. It's not exactly the kind of thing I would like to be left up to interpretation. Hey, wait. I just did that. That's not the one I have to do right now, right? What do I have to do right now? This.
Things were going well with Operation Big Wave. Then everything fizzled out when that Phantom Ruby kicked in.
That fake Shadow was created using the Phantom Ruby's power, right? Even if it's a virtual reality projection, it's as strong as the real Shadow.
Rouge, have you found the intel I was looking for?
No, not yet. But I have reports that Eggman's database is located at the chemical plant. If we can check that out, we might find something there.
That sounds like a promising lead. We have to figure out the secret behind Infinite's power and virtual reality. Tails, can you handle this?
Got it. I'll take Sonic, I mean the other Sonic, with me and head to the chemical plant.
This is what I mean, just like, Tails could have just done this himself. He could have done this in Sonic 2, why can't he do this now? When he could have a Mega Buster with him. Why do we need this Sonic?
According to Rouge, there should be a database somewhere. We have to locate the building it's in. There's a lot of ground to cover, so just finding it will be a chore.
So they make it look like you can actually go up to that ledge up there, but you can't control Sonic's movement at all to do so. So I don't know why they designed that. Oh no, this is something much worse than Death of the Author happening here. It's like they didn't even get like the Lord Keeper involved in this game. This is, they gave it to someone who does not have a great track record with the series. And I don't know. Can't blame it all on one person. I don't know what just happened there. That was some weird physics. Take it. I'll be honest, like, this makes me want to play Sonic Mania's chemical plant instead, which is an improvement to my usual feelings about Sonic Mania's chemical plant. Great jump. Again,
Too much quiet is usually a sign of danger. Best to play it safe here.
Again, I was just playing Sonic 1 earlier today. So, like, I'm gonna try and do things with Classic Sonic in, like, what should be the least responsive version of Sonic's physics, and they're gonna be not responsive in this. Also, Tails is so surprised about what's going on here, as if he hasn't already experienced this. This is a part they literally, like, that segment right there was literally lifted from the original Chemical Plant Act 2. And they do that occasionally to certain parts of the level design. Like, they'll reference a very specific past bit of level design. It makes it extra silly when Tails says something like that. An actual area he's experienced before. Gamer hat achieved. I have to stop getting S ranks. Just making this longer. Oop.
So, this is where the database is. Hold on a sec while I access the data from this computer. Okay, failed battle plans, robot designs. Wow, he's got like 10 terabytes of selfies. So where does he keep the... Found it! Virtual reality weapon, the Phantom Ruby. A weapon that takes control of people's visual and depth perception to feed false information to the brain, creating a new reality for them. Like like a dream so real if you bump yourself in it, your sleeping self will bruise? It's hard to believe. Eggman experimented with lots of prototypes, and then incorporated the final version into Infinite. If I'm reading this data correctly, then there might be a weakness. This is huge! Let's get this information back to the others.
Oh boy.
I don't like sitting on the bench, but there's nothing to do till Tails gets back.
Way to jinx it! Metal Sonic has been spotted in the city!
Time for the character I haven't complained about yet.
Is it another fake?
Because he's more of like a peculiarity than something
Why would
that's
they bother
actually an
making
issue.
a fake out of something that already isn't real? Couldn't they just build more? Either way, it's getting wrecked. Let's go, partner.
I'm pretty sure not a single Metal Sonic in this is real. Where have we last seen Metal? He was overclocked and overheating himself anytime Sonic encountered him.
Sonic was spotted near there.
In runners.
Strange. I don't see him anywhere. Whew, that was a close one. Good work, partner. Keep it up.
I forgot to change the outfit.
It's lights out for you.
Even the Death Egg robots are
We can't let these things keep rampaging around the city.
minimalist style.
So this is thanks to the Phantom Ruby too, huh?
Yeah,
Eggman's
but
new
like,
invention is a real pain in the neck.
here's the thing, this entirely fake, bigger Metal Sonic, this is not outside of actual Metal Sonic's capabilities. Forward, bud. We got a remix of the US version of Speed Highway Bad feature. Like we've seen on several occasions, especially if we include fan material, Metal has the ability to transform and grow bigger. Oh boy, why did that change? Oh, fuck off. Change my fucking trajectory when I'm about to hit him. So I'm still gonna get hurt by that, even though I have asteroid activated. That's funny. I can't see where I'm going right now, because I can't move fast enough. Give me momentum. This isn't particularly fun battle. Unfortunately, it's not the only time we do a battle like this. And it's also not the least fun version.
Here goes, partner. When we join forces, the sky's the limit.
I wonder if using the Wispin
Double boost.
hurts it more than the homing attack. Cube! Murphy's yelling at my door now. That is so loud. I can like hear him perfectly through my headphones.
Hey, that was great. We're like a well-oiled machine. Fighting a well-oiled machine.
Huh?
Title drop. Wait. Action of musical theme drop? Yes. We can clear out Green Hill Zone. But first let's do some changes. Become gamers. Doesn't even fit. Wait. I'll put the chow back on. Let's go. This bin. I need drill for this. That's why we get it the previous level.
I got it, Sonic! I figured out a way to stop Eggman's Phantom Ruby!
Great work, Tails.
Based on these readings, the Phantom Ruby requires an incredible amount of energy, which only the Death Egg can provide. We simply stop the energy transfer, and boom! The Phantom Ruby is practically useless.
Simply? Last I checked, the Death Egg is a heavily fortified, well, Death Egg.
True, but I came up with a plan. First, we distract Eggman. While he's not paying attention, we use the chemical plant computer to hack into the Death Egg's weapon systems and shut it down. With no weapons, destroying the Death Egg will be a piece of cake. No Death Egg means the Phantom Ruby is nearly useless.
Well, you know, it's just crazy enough to work. So, first we need a distraction. I'm on it.
No way, Knuckles. You're too easily distracted. That's not a good trait for a distraction. Plus, you're our commander. We kinda need you here.
How about the rookie? Eggman would never expect it. It may even throw him off a little.
Good idea. You got your orders, rookie. We only have one more day before Eggman's plan is executed, so let's hustle.
It's also weird to me that this Phantom Ruby needs a power source. Except we find out that it kind of doesn't.
Heat source detected. Requesting analysis.
Hang on! It's a multi-leg battle mech. The energy readings are off the charts.
So Eggman had another weapon up his sleeve.
I know. This is just kind of stuttered out. It's fine.
Diversionary tactics are all about the decoy you use. Just go wild and get their attention.
Don't push your luck too far, though.
Leave the chemical plant to us. Make as much noise as you can.
Alright. I'm glad the everything didn't just fail on me there. Last 4 times I played this stage.
Time to head back.
Hold on! There's a massive energy source approaching.
It's called a giant enemy crab. Giant enemy crab?
We can't let this thing get to the chemical plant. Keep it busy there as long as you can, rookie.
It's weird because the Phantom Ruby in Mania seems to be a natural occurrence, except maybe it's not. Maybe it went through time and space from here, ended up there. But it also doesn't seem to need a power source. But then neither does this one in the right hands. These ones. There is a possibility that in one of the tests, one was sent back to in time and to another dimension in this scenario. I think part of why the accepting of the alternate dimension version for Mania is so weird to me with this, and is because they try to incorporate generations as sort of also being that without saying it in any way that would make it direct. But that can't be for reasons I've established. That kind of aren't important, actually, if you think about it. But it sort of makes it out to be like the paths in the timeline diverged at generations. And how do I explain Sonic Origins? Which is clearly a prequel to Mania. Oh boy, network terminal.
I'm almost at the chemical plant. How's the rookie doing with the distraction?
So far, so good. We might have to stop using the nickname Rookie if the kid keeps this up.
Next, we've got to get to the computers at the chemical plant and shut down the Death Egg's weapons system.
Perfect. I've been waiting for my turn to bust some heads.
Parts of this level feel like it is lifted from just the Generations version.
The rookie did a great job as a decoy. Time
Hey,
for you
Sonic
to do
is-
your thing. We have to capture the chemical plant.
It's
Anyone
going.
tries to stop you, take 'em out.
Going a lot faster than I thought it would. Because I'm not dying for some reason. I'm forced into this sun. The limitations on boost is very weird, because unlike colors, where it's like intentional to the design, it just sort of gives you full boost and then you easily deplete it if there isn't a continuous boost source, which is all enemies and wisps.
I'm heading into the chemical plant now. I'd enjoy this even more if I wasn't on a mission. Okay, I'm in.
The computer room is up ahead. You should be able to shut down the Death Egg's defense system from there.
But also, like, I guess the boost isn't needed most of the time, weirdly enough. It's just when you do want to use it, it's not, it's either, it's because it's the level's designed around it, you don't have it. Oops. I got eaten by the juice. Grape juice is dangerous in this one. There's some like cool level design parts like that. Like,
All right. Now we can destroy the Death Egg.
good jump. Like, that was purposeful, and I couldn't do anything to make it not do that, but it was fun. Right? I don't know. I mean, this is a Sonic stage. The modern Sonic stages are the highlight of this, for sure. Oh, okay. Come on. Boost me up.
I found a way through to the computer room.
All right. Now we can destroy the Death Egg.
Look out. It's always fun to die at the very end of a stage. Is that level 21? There are 30 levels. One, two, three, six, 7. I guess that sort of maths out. 7 times 4, and then a few extras for the final one.
The Death Egg's weapon systems are down.
One for each character.
Just destroy the Death Egg and
the
cut out
boss.
the power supply.
You're making it sound like a walk in the park. This is a Death Egg!
Don't sweat it. The other Sonic has this under control.
Don't sweat it. We've destroyed so many of these things, we're gonna let Classic Sonic do it. Because I can't be bothered. Me, Tails. I wish Tails was Tails in this game. It's okay. We'll get plenty of good Tails next.
The defense system's still up. I thought we shut it down.
Probably switched over to auxiliary power. Not to worry. Sonic is on the job. He'll find a way through.
So, like, this is a very specific part of Death Egg from Sonic 3 right there that I just passed. It doesn't connect to any other familiar part. And it's really weird because one of the things that I often like to point out in Sonic games is how inconsistent between them the stage around the character can be in size. Like, the classic games had a specific size. The advanced games, as well as Generations classic stages, had, like, way bigger environments.
This is the pits. It's messing
This
with my head.
does that,
And you'll figure out the way
but, like, this
forward.
part's exactly proportionate to, like, Sonic 3 right here, versus the part that was lifted straight from Sonic 3. So, like, there's two different realities in this, I guess. Oh, this part of the stage. Who am I to remember any parts of classic Sonic stages? I'll try to remove those from my memory. Alright. Definitely landed on that spray. Bounces are all weird. These, of course.
Pretty smooth. Don't get too cocky and fall.
Hey, it's Sonic we're talking about
Oh
here.
my god, let me move. Oh my god, let me move. Okay, sure. Also, this was an egg gate too, but there's red eyes in the background. There are several red eyes.
Don't get too cocky and fall.
Hey, it's Sonic we're talking about here.
Sure, I'll take that one. That's what I was trying to do before, but... like, in the original Death Egg, there was just one red eye in the middle that, like, after Sonic and Tails blew it up, it kind of blew up half of the Death Egg. At least it started to crumble after that. That was Act 2. Oh, I guess Eggman learns from his mistakes. A very weird specific thing, because we've had 2 other Death Eggs since. Arguably 3.
Right. The Death Egg is starting to crumble. Get out of there before it blows.
This has a very distinct, like, energy core here that we find. That's weird. Maybe that's what, like, sort of bugs me as an inconsistency in this game, is that it doesn't try to, like, build off of everything that has led up to this point in the series, as much as it just tries to reference very specific things. And there goes this Death Egg.
They did it! The Phantom Movie's power should be down to almost nothing. That's right.
Those resistance pests and their clever little plots. They're like something on your shoe that you can't wipe off.
It appears they've taken our legs right out from under us. Quite impressive, really.
I don't have legs. Neither do you, dude.
Don't remind me, dude.
5 more hours before the plan is executed. Infinite, let's make a tactical retreat so that we can remobilize our forces.
And by tactical retreat, you mean to say, flee with our tails between our legs. I'm quite displeased about this, Doctor.
Shut up and just follow me!
Orbot and Cubot almost feel like they're trying to be like a little bit of humor in this weird, like, tone. I don't think it really is, and they don't really say anything funny. Laser cannon. I don't know if I said specifically. We've been unlocking extra stuff per area. Oh god, I forgot.
Signal has gotten much weaker.
This should effectively put a stop to the Doctor's greatest weapon.
The Sonics have made an opening for us. We can't just let that go to waste.
This is the moment we've been waiting for. Time to settle the score.
Now that the Phantom Ruby is out of the way, we can finally smash Eggman into an omelet.
Hey, don't count your chickens before you smash your eggs.
Rouge is right. The fact that Eggman and Infinite are still around means we can't let our guard down.
I just want everyone to get home safely, okay?
All right, fine. Everyone get your game face on. The target is Eggman at the Central Tower.
One of the reasons I think that the music didn't stay in my mind. Can I just have my ears with this, please? This must be so uncomfortable. It's because it's actually kind of quiet. The I know which one this is. No, I'm just gonna go with this. Like, I noticed that when you're listening through speakers, the music for Sonic stages is very quiet unless you're boosting.
We're fighting to get our world back now. Don't stop, don't look back. Just
this is
focus
like
on the task ahead no matter what.
my favorite song in the game here.
Charge! We can capture Eggman. We win. Find out where he's at, Sonic.
We'll provide as much cover as we can.
All right, chasing Eggman is what I do best. I'll track him down in no time.
Oh. Okay. I feel like something was missing from that part of the stage right there. Actually, that could also be a reason why I didn't remember this. Shit. This song is because I probably died a lot the first time. And it doesn't really get to the good part if you keep dying. This weird, like, platform mechanic.
Forces are on the move, too. We can pull this off.
Be Careful! I'm detecting Eggman just up ahead.
And then, like, we just get to the part I like in the song, especially when we reach the end of the stage after I last died. I don't know. These stages are, like, weirdly short. Oh boy, slide into Sonic stage. Did I actually slide? I guess. I didn't know we were perfectly starting on the hour like that. Well, restarting.
Welcome, Sonic. Glad you could make it to your funeral. Infinite, do it!
Take this.
What is that?
Har, har. That, my spiky little trinity, is null space.
Null space?
It's a little something that the Phantom Ruby cooked up. A closed-off space where absolutely nothing exists. Goodbye, Sonic, my soon-to-be eradicated nemesis. Enjoy all the nothing.
Whoa! Buddy, don't! You'll be sucked in too!
But we destroyed the Phantom Ruby's power source.
Tisk tisk. Since you always destroy the power source of my weapons, I decided to learn from my mistakes. I had a backup power source created under Metropolis.
Neat.
This isn't where we were meant to end up. Let's head back. Everyone's waiting for us. Double boost!
Doesn't last very long, this null space thing.
We've got this! Keep it up, partner! Nothing can contain the two of us at max power, not even null space! Sup, everyone? I missed this place.
What happened, Sonic? You two just up and disappeared.
Nothing happened. Literally. Now let's track down Eggman.
Another, name for null space is apparently imaginary space. It's a little more fun if you ask me. Now we're just gonna fist bump. Yeah. I dropped.
How's the battle going?
We've got him on the ropes. If our fleet can keep the upper hand, we should have things under control soon.
You're gonna miss out on the fun if you don't hurry, Sonic.
Better go a little faster, Sonic. You might miss the fun. This outfit was a good idea. Hi, Iggy.
Excuse me, boss? It can't be! It's impossible to get out of the Phantom Ruby's null space!
Well, maybe by myself, but I had a little help from my friend. Something you wouldn't understand since you don't have any friends.
This changes nothing. Dr. Eggman will still have the last laugh.
Maybe he'd have more friends if he didn't talk about himself in the third person.
Oh, that's the anime girl in the room. Really? You wanna call up here? Miss Murphy's not here? Gonna start bothering me for dinner an hour early? Okay. This won't go on terribly long.
We've got less than an hour before Eggman's plan goes down.
There's no more time. We have to break into the fortress now.
Indeed, this is it. Our last opportunity to bring peace back into the world.
But when the battle ends, we'll have to part with Sonic.
Yes, if the Phantom Ruby is gone, I guess he'll be returned to his dimension.
Thank you for everything, Sonic.
The bold
Never forget what you did
Play.
for us.
Save the sentiments for later. This is not over yet.
Exactly. This is our last chance. Give it everything you've got.
Oh boy.
Let's go! Go!
This is what I meant by we won't see chaos until the end. So grotesquely underutilized.
Hey, Infinite! Long time no see. Did you miss me?
Why, yes, I did. I've been looking forward to finishing your annoying friends. I trust you're all ready for oblivion. If you're not, oh well. What? Who dares?
Target reconfirmed. Extermination mode initiated. Payback inevitable.
Omega, you've joined us? Awesome.
Is there no end to this annoying incense? I will burn your resistance to ashes, and you along with it.
They don't really explain why Omega came.
You gotta be kidding. That's just a special effect, right?
No, it's not. While we're under the Phantom Ruby's control, it's a part of our reality.
Unbelievable. What chance do we have against that?
Oh my H.
The sun will fall upon you all. Boom. The end.
A smaller than
Your
average
pathetic
sun.
lives are over.
Look, it's reacting. Eggman said something about the Phantom Ruby prototypes. Let me see. Whoa, it is! He said the Phantom Ruby prototypes only react to the person who activated it. That must be you, buddy. Your courage and heroism are probably what triggered it. Just maybe, if you use this, it can make that sun disappear.
It's sort of like the specific rules of the Phantom Ruby in this are different
We made it so
from main.
far. We're so close.
This is truly world-shattering.
Isn't there anything we can do?
Maybe we need to fight fire with fire. If you can get close enough to that sun,
Where did I go? I jumped and I completely lost track of where I was. Okay, sure. So like this song really slaps in while you're playing it, and then like I listen to the lyrics and it's like, appropriately, the sun is falling from the sky above, or beyond, or whatever it is. Then light is fading from our world, which I'm pretty sure that's the opposite of what the sun falling does. Alright, there was some good flow there, and I just couldn't tell where I was going. Seriously? That hasn't happened all game, but that is something that happens sometimes. Sometimes your ability to move in midair just stops. And you're done if there's nothing below you. Weirdly enough, like, Avatar has the most natural feeling aerial movement, but it's still weird. It, like, goes too far or not too like it's just never goes where you expect it, whether it's going too far or not far enough.
It's all up to the rookie now.
Chances of success are minuscule. It's a desperate long shot. Please, come back in one piece.
Hey, the weird thing is, I'm kind of doing the same thing each time, and I'm dying in different ways. Let's just take it slow, I guess. But you know, like, we're not Sonic. We can take it slow.
You think you can stop the sun? You'll burn up like a moth drawn to a flame. It's over.
You're a real soldier now, rookie. You can do this.
Okay. Just send me backwards, sure.
Hang in there a bit longer.
Show everyone what you're made of.
Come on, you can make it.
Also, like, dialogue like that, when you place it at the end of the level, it feels like you have more to go. Unfortunate amount of deaths.
Make peace with your fate, because your lives are now over.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Buddy?
What was that countdown for? Like, it still wasn't there. Big old ball of fusion.
Son, it's gone.
What? What just happened? Impossible! I thought all the prototypes were destroyed!
A costly oversight, Doctor. This is why I always check and double check, as any good scientist would.
This is the turning point, guys. Time to press our advantage and kick major butt.
Now this is almost some good level design here. You just have to know when to, like, make yourself go flying in the wrong direction.
That must have used up a ton of energy. Phantom Ruby should be weaker now. This is our only chance to defeat Infinite.
All ships, provide backup to Sonic and the others. Draw the enemy's attention.
I
and
went
shield
right
them
through
from
those and
damage.
didn't give me any. Alright.
That must have used up a ton
Maybe
of
if I hit
energy.
the springs, it'll
Phantom
just
Ruby should
automatically
be
give
weaker
me it.
now. This is our only chance to defeat Infinite.
All ships, provide backup to Sonic and the others. Draw the enemy's attention and shield them from damage.
Oop. Ugh. A little too far to the left, right?
That must have used up a ton of energy.
Okay,
Phantom
Tails.
Ruby should be weaker now. This is our only chance to
I
defeat
guess, like,
Infinite.
That's what I what I'm wondering about these rubies versus the one in Mania. It's like, is it actually a natural one that it can do all of that without power sourcing? Did they just kind of like, did Eggman give it a power source? Where am I going? Really? You can die like that? This game's funny sometimes. Just travel this way, I guess.
All hands, maintain altitude and assemble a tight formation. Sonic's team is on last hope. We have to protect them. A huge enemy force is closing fast.
No.
We're falling under attack. Keep an eye on them. Don't let them get near. Every second we can buy for Sonic counts. Ship 3 took a direct hit to the bridge. They're falling back. Ship 7 has been crippled by heavy fire.
I feel like my bitrate just like died entirely there.
Sorry, Sonic. We've done all we can. Good luck out there.
You did plenty already. Leave the rest to us.
These soulless nebulas. You can see how that level can go through really smoothly, though. I didn't even do, like, the weird flyby that I did the one time, that time. The lower my rank, the better, actually. Well, I guess I am wasting time by getting the low rank. Probably doesn't add up. Did Iggy leave me? Alright. Time for Metal Sonic 2.
Pathetic little hedgehog. Even with the Phantom Ruby weakened, I still have enough power to smash you into blue jelly. I'll show you how outclassed you really are.
I'm in a class all my own. Time to put up or shut up, Infinite.
What would you like your epitaph to read?
I wasn't
How
joking.
about, "Here lies the game of fools."
This is just the only difference to this.
Clown. Might as well make it for the person who needs one, right?
Yeah, the only difference of this stage from a Metal Sonic battle is that you do wheels like that. Let me hit things. Okay. Little wheel things instead of the lasers from above. Also, it's slightly harder. Otherwise, a fairly underwhelming battle.
You're done for. The Phantom Ruby's energy is recharged.
And what's this about it recharging now? Right?
Useless friends.
My friends got me this far, and together, we're gonna win.
Friends are nothing but a fleeting illusion. You can count on nobody but yourself.
Your mask can't hide how sad and lonely you are. That Phantom Ruby virtual reality of yours is the real illusion.
Right. This really wants you to just keep using Indigo Asteroid towards the end of the game. Forward, bud. You're Sonic, right? You can move fast. Promise.
Here goes, partner! When we join forces, the sky's the limit! Double boost!
Flap. It doesn't even shatter into cubes, just splat. I think that's the first hover Wispin we got. There are some Wispins you just don't get until you've already beaten the game, so you can go back and try them.
Impossible. I cannot be defeated.
Wrong, loser! The things that can't be defeated are heart, soul, and the bonds of friendship.
What I've been
Three
saying.
things you and your counterfeit cronies lack.
No. Wait. I can still fight.
Huh?
Wait,
You
wait,
never
wait.
failed to surprise me, Sonic. I didn't believe Infinite could lose. Victory will be so much sweeter when I defeat you. Don't think this is over yet, you blue nuisance. My plan just went into overtime.
I've been saying since like 3 and Knuckles, the real power is friendship. And French dip. What are you doing? Stop that. The hubris. Blowing my chair while I'm sitting on it. I have to have a little classic Sonic in here before we go, of course. I don't think it's really clear what happened to Infinite there.
Phantom Ruby signal is moving underground. Eggman is up to something again.
I guess he got absorbed into the Phantom Ruby.
Signal is moving underground. Eggman is up to something again.
Doctor hasn't given up.
Okay.
Don't let your guard down yet.
Sure. Jesus Christ, those are annoying. I tell you though, it's not so much the obstacles, so much as how Sonic controls when trying to hit the obstacle.
We have to find the entrance to the central tower and stop Eggman.
Can I at least get a checkpoint so that they stop talking? I think there was supposed to be a checkpoint there. Oh no. Okay, sure. These things feel so weird. They're like stickier than the ones in Carnival Night and Scrap Brain. Give me that checkpoint. And an auto-scroller, everyone's favorite. It had to have one auto-scroller. They couldn't have done without it. You know what the FM synth that they do use kind of reminds me of more than any Sonic game? Even Spinball? Which, maybe I should play at that, just for, like, the experience. Like, Aladdin? Seriously? The Disney's Aladdin game, the Genesis version of that. I don't know. There was like a specific way that they worked the in-house Sega synth. And then most other Genesis titles, they just wrote the music, probably as like a MIDI, and then pumped it through a synth translator. Or like, I don't think, maybe they didn't even do that. Maybe they just had the MIDI data on the cartridge, and the way that the Genesis produced it was how it sounded. It was akin to this kind of thing. Like, even people that make like FM synth original music and remixes modern day, there's like definitely some more bumping into it. But also, I think they got Naofumi Hataya to do a good amount of these. Which maybe is a weird choice. He's, in my mind, best known for Sonic CD, which didn't use FM synth. It used Sonic Sega CD music capabilities, which were on par with, like, honestly, like 32-bit systems, like the PlayStation 1. Big yeets. Nope. No confidence when I'm playing this classic Sonic.
No luck here either.
All this searching and still nothing?
My money's on the area the other Sonic is searching.
Wait, I don't want to go down there. I feel like they would have, like, tried for some specific Scrap Brain Zone level design into this to try and, like, reference it. Like, these wheels are definitely supposed to be that. There's no exact level design, you know? If I don't do that spin dash, I will die. As I said, like, this being on South Island, this is probably the area where Scrap Brain is. On this 8-bit map, yes, Scrap Brain is up the top of a mountain. Like this. Final Judgment, everyone's favorite.
A Phantom Ruby signal
I actually really hate this stage.
Faster, hurry! The reactor's in the innermost part of the fortress.
Okay. Forgot that was that close.
Ruby signal is headed for the reactor. You have to hurry. The reactor's in the innermost part of the fortress. But the defense system is too tough to break through by normal means.
Good thing we're not normal. We'll
These
find a way through.
are insta-death.
This is where Eggman built Infinite.
Oh.
It's so sad. What a lonely place to be brought into the world.
Okay. Oh, you're changing your patterns on me, huh?
This is where reactor Eggman built infinite.
It's so sad. What a lonely place to be brought into the world.
The reactor is close. Hurry!
We're on it. Here goes.
Well, I'll be. They made it. They actually made it.
Could use a little breather right about now. I'll feel better once we blow this thing to pieces.
There we go. This reminds me of a part in Kirby's Superstar Milky Way Wishes, except we're not in a shoot 'em up.
Pretty thrilling, huh, partner? It's time to head back. Everyone's waiting for us.
This is the first time the Double Boost actually you need to control it. Make sure you get rings and recover your boost. But you won't make it out. Once you get those 10 rings, you're good. I'm still not over how much color the avatar is. Now we have the final boss. That's all that's left.
We did it! Eggman's army is officially butt-kicked. We won! Come on, now what? Can we ever just win and have that be the end of it?
Look!
Gotcha! The fortress reactor was just a decoy. A true winner always keeps his trump card hidden until the end.
But the old Eggman gotcha.
There aren't less enemies, there's more!
What?
How can there be so many? Confirmed sightings indicate Shadow, Metal Sonic, Zavok, Chaos, Infinite. Thousands of them.
What have you done?
I merely incorporated the Phantom Ruby into this Death Egg robot.
But that means the Phantom Ruby no longer has a vulnerable energy supply. It's an invulnerable ruby?
A good deduction, Ted. This Death Egg robot has... No, I have surpassed Infinite to become the complete and ultimate form. You will be crushed by this Death Egg robot powered by the Phantom Ruby, and in the end, everything will still be just as I planned.
So this is like...
Your plan will end like all your plans do, with you sitting in a pile of busted robot parts wondering how you failed so badly. Let's get him.
This is on par with like the huge Death Egg robot at the end of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which is literally called like huge Death Egg robot, Kyodai Death Egg robot. Eggman robot? But it's the same series of robot, but this feels so far removed, especially after Lost World, where like mwah, the aesthetic lands the theming perfect. This feels extremely soulless.
You're our last chance.
Give it your all, Sonic!
Plus it's got like
Be our shining hope!
7 arms and it's a Lamia. I'm not saying this isn't cool, it's just like, it's really weird. Okay. Also, these cubes are really weird. Iggy, I know, but like, there's still like 10 minutes before you were even warranted in, or even justified in winding up me. Just want pets for now? Weirdly enough, coming back to it, what this thing reminds me of to a degree, not entirely because that's still way more of the aesthetic of the classic Death Egg robot. It kind of reminds me of the movie one from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Alright, I'm used to doing this with the whip. I guess the only way that I should be able to avoid those missiles is with the asteroid. What just happened? Did it decide it didn't like where I was? Oh. Seems I needed one more hit. Oh boy. You see that? The motion after you jump is like extremely fast. It's very clear here when we're in this arena. Oh, it feels so weird. Did that work? There's just a shred of health left? What's going on? Okay. I'm not using Asteroid again. I thought it would be more powerful than Whip. But it's not. Oh boy. And I died. I died at no health. At no robot health. That's... the worst. That might actually be an ability. See, the asteroid has the little blue circle there? I think that's what that ability is.
Go on, rookie. I know you
It's
can do
very
this.
weird, because it is inconsistent with the maximum speed that you can go. So weird. Pro tip, definitely use the whip against that. The lightning whip. So, like, you know how people called the Lost World boss, Sonic Colors final boss number 2? I don't think they expected this. This is literally a reskinned version of the Sonic Colors final boss. It's just a little sleeker looking. Its moves are laser, burst, and rocket. So like it kind of takes from the DS version, but like aesthetically, that's exactly what this is. Good job. Didn't know where I was. There we go. Mag. There we go. I guess it's because in Lost World you had the, what do you call it? Why does it keep doing that? It's so weird. Like, I can promise you it's not supposed to be there. And it keeps doing it. I don't know what's going on. I have the... Sure. this is, I mean, I haven't talked about what's fun in a while. This is fine. What am I saying I haven't talked about what's fun in a while? I kind of, like, alluded to how the last one wasn't fun. This game's quality is very inconsistent and averages at mediocre, and that's the takeaway that I gave you at the very beginning. So, I don't think I've changed my opinion. Rocket! It's not like it's unplayable. Like, that's the sin that Black Knight and 06 hold. It's that, like, on a gameplay level, the game, it's way more unplayable than it is, like, an unbearable story. Do not have the yellow. Just couldn't get it. Not without dying. Here's the thing. Okay, fine.
There's nothing the three of us can't achieve together. Victory is ours for the taking. Triple boost.
Unlimited color power. I mean, triple boost. There's our Void Wispin, which is a very weird thing to have. That there would still be Void Wisps? Are they being drained of their Hyper Go-On still? Did they consider that? How do they keep track of which shadow to attack? I mean, the answer is probably that one isn't made of wafers.
I knew we'd do it.
Piece of cake.
Yeah! We did it!
Are you okay? Woohoo! We did it! All right.
The denizens of South Island, who rose up.
I guess this is goodbye. Get home safely, Sonic. And thanks for everything.
Yeah!
Just fist bump him and he shatters out of existence. Tails, you have a Sonic right here.
Cheer up, Tails. I'm sure we'll run into him again.
No, don't say that.
All right, guys. It's time we cleaned up the mess that Eggman left this world in. And I'm not talking about those illusions he dreamed up for us. We need to fix the real world we all live in.
True that.
Come on, let's go!
Yeah!
I like this green bunny.
All that I see now is not the same.
Yeah, so we have an after credits scene that we kind of gotta wait for, even though we're perfectly on the hour now. After the late start. Ugh. There he is. Shu Nakamura, the producer. I wish Takashi Iizuka had any actual involvement in this game other than just being the lead of Sonic Team. Like, just take in the amount of people that worked on this game. Like, most of these are animators and artists. Like, that's the stuff that landed for this. Like, right here. For sure. Like, aesthetically, this game had so much potential. But, like, it's just the narrative, the gameplay. Again, like, modern Sonic plays decently. He doesn't play as well as, like, even Generations, and you know I've been saying, like, like, part of what this stream did for me was being to see if Unleashed really is that much preferable to me from, like, Colors and Generations. And, like, it kind of falls short on where all three of those have their strengths. It's like a very mediocre version, but it gets through the stages in a way that works for how long the stages are. I don't know. The thing that's weird to me about classic Sonic coming back to this, like, our established continuity for that Sonic is at the end of Mania, at the end of the Egg Reverie battle specifically, Sonic gets the Chaos Emeralds interact with that Phantom Ruby, that mysterious thing that we don't have an explanation for in the context of this game, and he's sent through a warp, and he comes out of that warp here, just in time to help Tails with Chaos, even though Tails shouldn't need the help. But the portal he comes out of is not a Ruby warp portal. It's just kind of a tear in space, and he has, like, the Phantom Ruby effects from this game. And when he disappears, he doesn't go back in a Ruby form, which I think is a pretty significant issue. He just fades from existence. We'll see next week. One of the two games I'm playing next week is Mania on Encore mode, and we'll see where he comes out of in Angel Island. I have a weird idea that I only just kind of thought up for this, because the conditions in this game are so different from what we've established in Mania. And this, again, might just be an issue with the Phantom Ruby itself, and how its rules work in these two different scenarios. But it feels to me like this is not the real Sonic from that dimension. The real Sonic from Mania, whether you want to put it in an alternate dimension or in this main dimension. It might just be it might be a Phantom Ruby clone of it that, at just the right time with the right effect, was able to be copied off of the Sonic that was interacting with the Phantom Ruby of that time to... This is a stretch, I understand, but, like, that's why we're here, to have a little bit of fun with this, to make explanations that make sense but aren't necessarily accepted. Sure, why not? So that Ruby copy, much like the Shadow, Chaos, and Zavok and Metal, can help for the good guys. Again, like, we don't know where the Phantom Ruby in Mania's world came from at all. It randomly appears inside Angel Island. There's just the ground of Angel Island, causing Angel Island to fall. Whatever. I dropped my controller. It's fine. And we don't know what happens fully after it. Sonic goes through that portal after the Egg Reverie. He shows up on Angel Island again when he comes back. There's that Phantom Ruby. He didn't take any Phantom Ruby back with him from this or anything. And then that Phantom Ruby is used again to go through the Encore mode. We'll see at the ending of that personally. And then we have Eggman talking about a stone he was analyzing when he was starting to put together this experiment to create his own Phantom Ruby, making prototype ones. Does that mean there was a natural one that he got his hands on to, like, make these? Are these artificial copies of it? Or did he, like, create a good one, and his tests caused it to get flung through space and time, maybe? Possibly? I don't know. And then he had to make another one, and he couldn't make a perfected one until he utilized Infinite. Well, created Infinite from... I like the idea that this game was originally Zero. That's so fun to me. Hi there. We're waiting through the credits until we get to the ending cutscenes, so I'm just making up some random nonsense about like what could be headcanon about this scenario. Because at the end of the day, like, Forces doesn't like fill in those gaps in any way. It gives me more questions than answers. While Mania seems to be trying to like... It does a good job with the show don't tell. This thing that Sonic 3 and Knuckles establishes for sure. Like, I got a lot out of that I said when I played it. But the Phantom Ruby existing in that, and existing in this, in a different fashion, even if different dimensions, it feels inconsistent. Unless there is additional story that just was not added. And I think that's a result of it originally not being the Phantom Ruby, of like her initial drafting of this script. And they had to kind of like tie it together, and it worked. Like, whatever they did, it has the same effect of the illusion powers that alter reality. Oh man. I'm just like trying to make something out of this game. And I don't really appreciate this game is the problem. Which is weird because it's like there are other games that play worse, but I appreciate way more. I think on average this game plays better than Sonic Heroes and the Wii U PC version of Lost World. Like, those games are broken. And the only part of this game that's really broken is classic Sonic. It's just that, like, other things are weird because it's built around modern Sonic. Got that fist bump. Again, like, the music didn't, like, land with me the first time. There's some, for sure, certified bangers across the soundtrack. It's not as unanimous as other... not as consistent quality as other Sonic games, but those weird FM tracks. And again, like the Avatar stage vocal music, it works in context, but I don't really prefer to listen to them like I do most Sonic soundtracks. Okay, here we go. I killed time. We did it. And I already did episode Shadow. That's some good timing here.
Finally, an end to this endless battle. Everyone can go back home and relax. There's no need for the resistance.
Hold on. There's still a lot we need to do. We're just getting started.
Huh? What, you're leaving us? There are others who need your help. But okay, I'm not gonna stop you.
Man, the first time I saw you stumbling around, I had no idea you could pull this thing together and see it to the end. I've changed my mind about you.
I knew you'd come through, rookie. Well, I guess you're not a rookie anymore.
You did good out there. It's not like you just waited till the last minute to come in and act all cool, saving the day.
Our battle is done, and our resistance has come to a conclusion. But we'll be friends forever. A single person cannot restore the entire world. We have to work together and make a diligent effort. Yeah!
I don't know, but we all did it together. Classic Tales. Or modern Tales.
Hey, you're taking off too? I was thinking the same thing. You gonna keep moving forward? No matter what, yeah? You and I aren't so different. See you later, buddy.
Oh, those boxing gloves. I completely forgot that there's like a wristband where that comes out of. That's default. And after that, you can create as many avatars as you want. Though, frankly, there is some character creation, as fun as it can be, leaves something to be desired. You really see the separation in the zones now that it's all in the blue. There's literal lines between city, Green Hill. Yeah, whatever. Okay, we're done with this. Next week, we're gonna revisit a time when Tails didn't suck. In fact, we're gonna visit the time where he was at his peak in independence. Funny enough, before Adventure even happened. And I know I just said we're gonna do Mania. It's gonna be a double feature. We're gonna do Tails Adventure, we're gonna do Mania Encore Mode, and it's gonna be fun. More fun than this week. So, until then, bye.